What we do here is go back.
Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, we got a little bad news from the Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr. He has been diagnosed with the Parkinson's disease. Now, the civil rights icon announced this afternoon in an open letter to the public. The neurodegenerative disorder is not deadly, but there is no cure. Now, Reverend Jackson wrote, after a battery of tests, my physician identified the issue as Parkinson's disease, a disease that bested my father. Jackson, 76, wrote on the website of his organization, the Rainbow Push Coalition. Recognition of the effects of this disease on me has been painful, and I have been slow to grasp the gravity of it. For me, a Parkinson diagnosis is not a stop sign, but rather a signal that I must make lifestyle changes and dedicate myself to physical therapy in hopes of slowing the disease progression. Now, the letter that he wrote, it says, a major announcement from Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr. on his health and future. Dear friends and supporters, on July 17, 1960, I was arrested along with 7 other college students for advocating for the right to use a public library in my hometown of Greensville, South Carolina. I remember it like it was yesterday. That day changed my life forever. From that experience, I lost my fear of being jailed for a righteous cause. I went on to meet Dr. King and dedicated my heart and soul to the fight for justice, equality, and equal access. In the tradition of the Apostle Paul, I have offered myself, my mind, body, and soul as a living sacrifice. Throughout my career of service, God has kept me in the embrace of his loving arms and protected me and my family from dangers seen and unseen. Now, in the latter parts of my life, at 76, I find it increasingly difficult to perform routine tasks, and getting around, excuse me, is more of a challenge. My family and I began to notice changes about 3 years ago. For a while, I resisted interrupting my work to visit a doctor. But as my daily physical struggle intensified, I could no longer ignore the symptoms. So I acquired. After a battery of tests, my physician identified the issue as Parkinson's disease. A recognition of the effects of the disease on me has been painful, and I have been slow to grasp the gravity of it. For me, a Parkinson diagnosis is not a stop sign, but rather a signal that I must change lifestyles and dedicate myself to physical therapy in hopes of slowing the disease progression. I am far from alone. God continues to give me new opportunities to serve. This diagnosis is personal, but it's more than that. It's an opportunity for me to use my voice to help in finding a cure for the disease that affects 7 to 10 million worldwide. Some 60,000 Americans are diagnosed with Parkinson's every year. I will continue to try to instill hope in the hopeless, expand our democracy to the disenfranchised, and free innocent prisoners around the world. I'm also spending some time working on my memoir so I can share with others the lessons I've learned in my life of public service. I steadfastly affirm that I would rather wear out than rust out. I want to thank my family and friends who continue to care for me and support me. I will need your prayers and graceful understanding as I undertake this new challenge as we continue in the struggle for human rights. Remember that God will see us through, even in our midnight moments. Keep hope alive. Reverend Jesse L. Jackson Sr. Yes, Reverend Jackson, we will keep you in your prayers. We will keep you in our prayers. Well, guys, that's it for me. Again, thank you for watching my video. I hope you will like, share, and subscribe. And definitely keep Reverend Jackson and his family in your prayers. And as always in parting, be blessed, y'all. Bye.
What we do here is go back, 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 back.